Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me. And I can't choose one.
Hey, hoo, ha! 60 degrees outside. You can't beat it.
How about yesterday? Oh, you can beat it. It was 67, 68. Yesterday was 70-something.
Too hot. Too hot. Keep it in the 60s.
Yeah, that's it. 65, 68.
Oh, you said 70.
Well, I'm saying yesterday was in the 70s, but you said 60, you can't beat it. I'm saying you can beat it with 67.
I like a little lower.
You're out of your mind.
60's cool. 67, we're dabbling into the sweat.
2 words. Mini skirt. You should wear a
wore
mini
one?
skirt.
Oh.
No, I'm saying, the girls, I mean, my God, yesterday, even my own wife, who you see every day, that season changer, she's, I'm going for a run. She comes out in little booty shorts, and you're like, woohoo!
Love the booty.
Ding dong,
Pirate's
doodles. Yeah, I can't wait. And by the way, we're over here in the Grand Central area.
Howdy booty.
And everybody's in business attire. I love a slingback, a heel, a boot, a skirt, a dress, a tie. I mean, anyone. Suit and tie on a man, forget about it.
Very hot. The business attire, I hope they don't ever get rid of it. Because, you go to an airplane now, it's all sweats, Crocs, and Klan hoods. It used to be a suit on the plane.
Well, the ass in slacks. Slack ass.
Slack
no,
ass.
ladies' slack ass is so nice. The high-waisted slack ass.
Oh, I love a high-waisted slack ass at HWSA.
And give me heels with pants. Like
Yes.
a tan pant with a tight bottom
Love
and a
it.
pair of black heels.
I love it.
Woo!
So, yeah, I hope they don't get rid of that. But I walked around in Bryant Park at a lunch hour 2 days ago, and it is business attire. It's like a W Banks. What's that place?
W Bank, SWV,
No, it's that.
W Hotel.
No, the Banks. They're always on sale.
Banks
Howard
on sale?
Banks. Oh, it's a suit shop.
Joseph A. Bank.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's you.
Joseph Albert Bank.
That's you when you're doing well.
It's just it's so hot, and then the cleavage with the shaky titties, and then the
shaky
subway, the
titties.
tits are all jiggling and juggling.
Yeah, it made me realize when Michael J. Fox gets a little older and he gets those man tits, he's going to be flopping and flapping.
That'll be quite a show, yeah. But that's exciting. But yesterday, I had no idea it was going to be 70. At one point, it hit 80 on my thermostat in the car.
A little warm.
I like warm, and because I'm tired of the chill. You just want to be in a T-shirt. I love the air on the arms.
I like an air on the arm, but don't you like a nice light jacket? Like one of these. You can't beat a light.
I got a light jacket on right now.
There you go.
I like a light jacket at night. A day. The problem is you got to keep track of everything.
Yes, track.
The hard thing about the summer is less pockets. I got a winter coat. I got my AirPods, keys. I got
Yes.
a donut in there. I got my phone in there.
Sunglasses, dildo,
Everything.
you name it.
But the summer, all of a sudden, you got a pair of basketball shorts and a tank top, and you got nowhere to put anything. I'm carrying, a bunch of shit.
So true, and you get desperate too. You're like, maybe I'll clamp my sunglasses on the waistband of my basketball short, and it never works.
I put them on my dick like a disguise.
That's a cool dick.
Great dick.
Got a little cigarette and sunglasses.
Tricky dick.
Yeah, so I'm with you. The pockets are big. But I'll never go so far as to cargo.
I mean, I used to cargo, and then it ended. Cargo was in for a long time.
Cargo's out. You know what else is out? Skinny jeans.
Oh, is that right?
Skinny jeans are out. I feel like they just got in, but that's how the fucking cookie crumbles. The shit ebbs and flows, Jerry.
I know, and then nobody emails you. You just find out because someone writes like, hey, nice fucking pants, you fucking homo, and you're like, oh, Jesus.
When I was a kid, there was a skateboarder, Ed Templeton.
Sure.
This is the 90s. He wore tight pants. Everybody called him a homo and a queef and an F. And then 2 years later, everybody's wearing skinny jeans. No apology.
Yeah, no one ever apologizes for anything, it seems.
No, you just got. It's the same with like the climate or the culture or whatever. Like, oh, you can't say that word. You're like, I never got an email. Then all of a sudden you can say retard again.
Yeah, retard never went away. Not in my house, anyways.
No, same. Or the end.
My retard just can't get away. I keep grabbing her.
You
But-
got to chain them. They're very strong.
Great to be back. Nice, beautiful day. We should change studio. I feel very cramped and clamped in here. It's all white walls and tight.
We got a contract, unfortunately, but you like warm weather. Give it 3 more weeks in here, and we'll be doing Bikram.
It's toasty. We got to make some changes. It's just very stale and tight.
Yeah, the fluorescent. The walls are closing in. It's Star Wars trash compactor in here.
I'd give anything for a window.
Woo! I'll jump right out of that thing.
I mean, maybe we should do it in the other office or something. Something's up. We need a window, and people are upset about the wallpaper. It turns out.
But it's character.
I think so too.
Yeah, window, Bill Gates. I'm a DOS man. But, yeah. We're changing in, September? When's that contract up?
Contract is up in October. We got to tell them more than 3 months ahead of time. That's how we got locked.
Email 'em today.
Okay.
We're done.
We should get a calendar that says the 3-month day.
Just email them today. We're done.
No, I did
Oh.
last time.
Email them today.
When they just re-upped us last time, and we're like, "Fuck you, 3 months." Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. I was like, "All right, then we're out for next year." I told them right then.
Okay.
I would put it in writing. But
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Email it, and we're out. And who knows where we'll be?
Yeah,
I like this area. This is nice.
The world is our anal. We'll
Got the
see.
Gramercy guy.
Yeah, that's
maybe,
something.
Maybe Gramercy. Something. We'll figure something out. But you get ready. You get excited. We're going to be somewhere big.
New thumbnails, new office, new us.
We're going to learn how to hang things, too. Look at this beautiful photo that Salacuse took.
a beauty.
That's one of Salacuse's all-time photos right
I
there.
think that might have been Jason Katz.
I think
Either way.
Katz and
Is
Salacuse
that
the
a
two
wooden
best.
clock? Holy moly.
And I think Bob Sacramento made this.
Oh, he's good.
No, that was Salacuse too.
That was
Yeah.
our Vandalay.
Salacuse made that, and then this is great. Ass Man license
There you
plate.
go.
Tailor.
You had a lot of hair, I'll tell you that.
I'm aware.
Now, I got to
This
tell you
one.
about this weekend I had.
Yeah, tell me about it, because I haven't seen you since '85.
You watching Manhunt, by the way?
No, I don't watch anything.
All right, I don't think you'd like it.
No, I can tell I wouldn't. You brought it up last time, I think, and I didn't care for it then.
American history's fun.
It's American history?
Well, it's about chasing John Wilkes Booth after he killed Lincoln.
Now, what was the Bin Laden one
Spoiler
called?
alert.
Wasn't that also Manhunt?
That was Manhunter.
Manhunter.
Yes, which I think is a gay app. But either way,
Wilkes Booth.
I got to tell
Manhunt.
you about this weekend I had.
I know, but you veered to Manhunt.
We were lifting objects. I didn't know where to go. But it's a fun show. The guy who plays Wilkes Booth is amazing. The guy who plays Lincoln stinks.
Oh, really? Stinkin'. Abraham Stinkin'.
There it is. 4 and 12 queefs ago. But yeah, check it out. It's on Apple. Apple's having a moment. They did the Martin doc.
Apple's got some good stuff. Steve Martin, the Patriots doc, Dynasty.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's fun. Bit of a hit piece, if you ask me, but I still enjoyed it.
Ooh, is it about Deflategate?
Deflategate and the other thing, and
Brady.
then it's all whatever. But it was fun to watch.
It's all pipes. All right. I don't love. I'm not a sports guy, but I love a sports doc. I've seen every 30 for 30. I saw The Last Dance, The First Dance. May I have this dance?
You name a dance. This man was there for it.
Oh, yeah. I got a full dance card. But how about one of these weekends?
Hit me with it.
So I got Knoxville on Friday, Chattanooga on Saturday.
Okay.
Chattanooga. Please. And so I got a nice Tennessee run.
Sure.
Now, do you know Dr. Steve?
I know Dr. Steve well. The man saved my life.
Same here.
Yeah, he's the best.
He's cured my chlamydia more times than Lincoln. But either way, this guy goes, hey, can you help me out? I got a new club opening in my town. Can you perform there and sell some tickets? And I go, for you, anything. You've cured my ass more times than Wilkes Booth. I'm in.
Hey, Dr. Steve has the club?
He lives in the town with the club. He wants to keep the club alive.
I see.
And he goes, I know Norman because I've got shit out of his dick in 88, so he owes me.
Absolutely.
And I said, you got it, fatty. I'll come right down there. The club's in Bristol,
Bristol,
Tennessee. So
I don't know
said,
Bristol.
I'm going to Knoxville Friday. I'll come down Thursday. I'll do a full Tennessee run.
A lot of Bristols. Bristol, Connecticut, Bristol, Tennessee.
Bristol, England.
There you go. I think they all came over with those names and just named everything that.
Was there a bean town in jolly old?
I think there's probably a Boston, England, and then there's there's New York,
Sure.
there's
sure.
New England,
New
there's
Hampshire.
Manchester.
Yeah. Oxford, Mississippi.
Hey, yeah.
There you go.
A lot of Massachusetts town. I think Dayton, Swansea, all that's English.
Oh yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Okay. Westchester, that feels English. But either way, the Bronx, that might be Dutch. There's some Dutch. Brooklyn is Dutch. There's a lot of Dutch in there. The Dutch ran everything, by the way, before us.
The New Amsterdam.
Aha. There you go. So, go down to Bristol. It's called the Blue Ridge Comedy Club. Check it out.
I was in the Blue Ridge Mountains all week.
Oh,
about that?
Look at that. Simpatico. Period sync. And we just had 2 shows, great crowds, got drunk with the staff after. And then you got a 2-hour drive the next day to Knoxville. Easy peasy. Great show. Bijou Theater. Got drunk with the staff.
The Gem.
Yes. Jem Harbaugh. So then we
Good pull.
we leave Knoxville. We do a don't tell.
Hey, these guys are taking over.
Huge with the DT.
I don't know what the fuck don't tell is. I confuse it with the other one. There's don't tell. Then what's the clean one?
Oh, 4chan.
It's called.
What's that called? The Daily Wire?
they're
No,
like
no.
Mormon or something. It's clean.
Dry Bar.
Dry bar.
Yes.
Don't tell. And then there's Sesh. But Sesh is just a club.
That's a club in the city.
Right.
Okay. There's a lot of things going on because the industry's out and people are making their own
They
shit.
made their own thing. Yeah. Don't tell is huge.
We're doing a lot of telling.
I guess so.
Smart marketing, I guess. But it's in a furniture store. They always go in a little kooky place. It's like Fight Club, you
That's
know?
pretty fun.
And it was great. Meet the locals. A girl went up in a wheelchair. Fiona, she killed it. Fun to see a lady. She was like an attractive lady in a wheelchair. She
That's
goes
hot.
up and she goes, the worst part about being in a wheelchair is you can't see how great my ass is. And, place went ape shit because it's fun to see a cripple be, naughty.
That's huge. But I mean, how good can the ass can be? How good can the ass can be if you can't do any squats? I mean, I'm calling bullshit on this bit.
Well,
I think it's a mediocre ass at best.
I picked her up, and I gave it a look, and not bad.
I'm joking, of course. I'm sure it's
I
a
am
fine
too.
ass. It's a great bit.
Yes, great bit, and just fun. She went the other way. Good Mr. X, so she was cool. We ended up getting drunk all night. We played Jenga. She got hammered. She was fun, drinking and driving. And we had a great time. Woke up, drove to Chattanooga. You ever been to Chattanooga?
Never been to Chattanooga.
That is a cute goddamn nestled right in the Tennessee mountains, right on the Tennessee River. Clean, quiet, cute. You would
Tennessee-
love it. You're going to move there.
I've only been to now. I got a new place I'm moving. I'll tell you later. But I've only ever been to Nashville. It's my only Tennessee experience, I believe.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yeah.
really? There's so many. You got Memphis,
I know.
the other one. All right.
Knoxville.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Side Splitters had a Knoxville club.
They
I
did.
never
It was rough.
I heard
I
that.
did it and died. Died a slow death. But, yeah, great run. And just fun when it all works out. 2-hour drive is nothing to sneeze at.
2-hour drive is a joy. I did 7.5 yesterday.
Hey!
2 is beautiful.
Good Lord. What is that? Amistad? The
That was
Donner Party?
The worst thing I've ever done in my life.
7.5, because 5 is my limit on the road. 5 and over, I'm like, I'm out.
5 is a lot. Well, 5 feels like no problem. Then last time I did DC, I was like, I'll drive, and I got 11 minutes in the drive. I'm like, why didn't I fly? This is retarded.
And then you're like, you're on hour 4, and you're like, I got another one and change? Golly.
Well, especially the Northeast corridor, because the end of your drive is horrible. Down there, when you're driving, like I drove to Virginia, the way down, you're like, woo! The last half hour, you're cruising because you're in the middle of
Right.
nowhere. So Tennessee driving is better. People don't know what Baltimore to Boston is just a fucking train wreck.
Worst thing to ever happen in Connecticut, including Sandy Hook, is that drive.
Absolutely.
Brutal. What's Boston to D.C.? That's like 7, huh?
Almost 8, I think.
Wow, because I put those together. I don't know. I guess it's old American history, but that's a long
There's
haul.
a lot of cities in between. You got New York, then you got Philly, then you got Baltimore, then you got DC.
Yeah. Boy, Baltimore. Are we even counting that as a city? I feel like it's like Pluto. It's off.
It's tough. I did a what do you call it? A fundraiser private thing with Umar,
Aha.
our boy Umar.
Anyway, Umar.
And he was like, "You didn't walk here, did you?" And I was like, "What do you think you were talking to? Are you crazy?" And he was like, "You can't walk around at night." I'm like, "Well, I'm not going to walk around in the morning, afternoon, or night. I
don't
walk
blame
around in
you.
the morning and day."
Well, the bridges are falling down. Pets' heads are falling off. I mean, that city is it's tough sledding.
Dogs and cats having sex together. It's wow. Well, we
Mass hysteria.
had Inner Harbor harbor view.
Harbor's okay.
Yep, not at night, evidently. And we saw the thing where you see 38 teenagers on bicycles ride by, and
that's
he's like,
tough.
"That's what you got to avoid." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "I know." And then we saw almost like they went through puberty and adulthood because I saw about 25 similar people on motorcycles come back the other way.
Oh wow, that's
It's like
the
they
dads.
rode their bikes to the motorcycle factory. It was crazy. It was like a father and son wilding trip.
Yeah.
And then you just
Wildin' out.
see, wild hogs. You just see the detail cop that just lives in the harbor. Like this is an SUV with the lights going,
Jim
and then
Harbour.
there's a Hooters, and not
There's a
one
Hooters
person.
over there?
Yeah, not one person walked in the whole time. It's Sunday. It was just there was nobody there. So you see little hints, and then they're like the skywalk is closed. Luke Skywalker. And I also stayed at the Hyatt Regency, which sounds nice.
Sure.
It's Inner Harbor Hyatt Regency. There was like mouse holes in the curtains.
Wow.
The ice machine's broken. There was a family of 12 next to it. It was because I said to Umar, I was like, Hyatt Regency is supposed to be nice. He's like, well, it's the Baltimore Hyatt Regency.
Yeah, it brings it down a peg.
And he lives in the city.
He's in there.
This is horrible.
Wow, I picture the mice on little bikes going by your room. It was 12 mice. 12 angry men, but yeah, that is how do you fix it? What do? Do you just drop a bomb? It's almost like a casino in Vegas. You just got to get rid of the whole thing and start fresh.
Yeah, Baltimore.
All right.
Jeez.
Baltimore. But yeah.
Baltimoreans. But it was, fun. But whatever. Wait, I got to hear about Tennessee. You veered.
I mean, that was about it. It was just a great weekend. Every show was killer, and it was just that 2 hours is so nice because we did El Paso and Albuquerque. That's a flight, Jerry. That's like a 4-hour flight or whatever it was. And then you got to fly 2 flights home. But it was just a great weekend and great routing. Thanks. You redeemed yourself after that Ari fuck up where they put us on the same goddamn night. But the only problem with these Connecticut's is it's 2 flights back American.
Right.
That's it. As David Tell calls it, the Connecting Flights Tour.
Yeah, 2 flights is rough. But,
Hey,
the security is the worst. But you only got to do security once. So
True.
that's nice.
True. It's just you can't, when you get on the plane, you're like, all right, I'm just going to sit here and relax till I land. Now you're like, I'm relaxed. Oh, I got to go make it. Where's B? I'm in E. Where's B? Oh, that's C. Okay, where's the escalator? Oh, boy, should I pop into the lounge? I got 6 minutes. I can take a dump and drink a coffee. All right, I'll go into the lounge, By the way, the American lounge stinks. I thought United was bad.
I mean, I can't even imagine. I wouldn't be caught dead in the American lounge.
I feel like I want to be an immigrant. I'm like, I don't want to be from here. This is American. We've ruined it.
It's horrible. There should be a new airline that's like,
Lounge air.
lounge air.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is just a lounge, just couches
Yes.
and beds.
There's no planes. It's just a lounge.
That's not bad.
We got something here. I think that's called a lounge. They have those on the street.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. But, you go in, you act like it's a lounge. I go, when's your flight? And they go, oh, check the board. It's all a little gag we're doing.
That's pretty good. It's kind of like the hotel that we had your birthday thing at.
Huh?
Remember we went to the hotel way the fuck out in JFK?
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was at JFK the other day. I had a mental moment where I go, I got to apologize to like 6 guys.
That was fun. I like a
Okay.
little 3-foot pool for a half an hour with jets flying right over our head.
Yeah, and about drink cost 12, 15 pesos.
That was a hell of a time.
All right, well, I'm
I
glad you had
enjoyed it.
fun.
Love a good hang. But
She thinks big.
speaking of Delta, I'm going to L.A. May 2nd, Regent Theater. We'll be there. Live podcast Sunday,
You
the
got
4th.
that right, Fatty.
The 4th? The 5th.
5th.
5th. Jesus.
May the 4th be with you.
But we're flying out there. It's Sarah and I and the baby, and I'm like looking at this 6-hour flight.
Yeah.
Plus, with the kid, it's not just a 6-hour flight. It's you got to keep them entertained in the
Sure.
terminal, the
Sure.
cab ride, the other cab ride.
Diaper change, maybe.
It's brutal. So I'm like, maybe I'll look into first class. First class unavailable. They have Delta One.
Ooh, oh, baby.
So I go. I never use miles.
Okay.
I got 250,000 miles.
Nothing wrong with that.
So I was like, that should cover it. So I look at 2 Delta One tickets. Maybe I'll just use them out because I'm like, it's so expensive to fly Delta One, but miles, I literally don't use them. I don't think about them.
Same here.
So I'm
Miles
like,
Davis.
so this is nothing.
Nothing. It's free money. It's land yap.
I'll use the miles. So I go through the whole process, check the miles. There's a weird glitch in the app.
I hate a glitch.
So I go, what the fuck? I got to start the whole thing over. I go through, same flights. I just did this flight, Delta One. Take me through it. I click complete. Somehow, it missed the miles. It didn't do the miles.
Oh, I've had the same exact thing.
I don't even want to say how much I paid for these 2 flights. So now I have 2 Delta One flights. I'll just say this. It's more than I'm making.
Oh, my word.
Plus, I rented a big mansion in Beverly Hills or the Hollywood Hills.
Boy, oh, boy.
And I thought everyone was going to split the cost, but my lovely wife, she's not really doing the show. So I was like, I'm not going to take money from my wife. And then the Walshes, they're coming to babysit the kids. I can't charge them. And it's Derek's birthday. I can't charge them.
Right.
So meanwhile, I got Feehan and her boyfriend. She's like, wow, it's 1.6. So I owe you 1.6. She's like, so here's $11.
Maybe a 1.6.5 with the creepo she's got squatting over there. I'm just saying. I mean, he's going to be eating the food. He's going to be on the couch. He's going to be watching the TV.
Well, I think he's going to contribute also.
Okay.
So I'm getting, $16 from these 2.
Sure.
And I'm fucking $9,000 in the hole for the hotel house, big villa.
Is this an Airbnb?
It's an Airbnb, but you got to come over.
I can't wait to be.
And give me $300-400 for it. But this is on the hill with a waterfall and a lake and a canoe. I made up all that stuff, but it's nice.
Sure. Well, you better watch out. You don't want some hobo in there when you show up.
No, I'm gonna. It's gonna be nice, and hopefully I can hear them fucking. You know.
Yes.
And I'll do a wife swap with the Walshes the way I want. But
yes, send me the tape.
The Scotch tape. I don't know. I'm off. I did the regs this morning. I'm all fucked up.
It'd be nice if there was Airbnb miles. Other things need miles. I need Uber miles. I need flight miles. I need Airbnb miles. I need Tinder miles.
I think most things do this now. Starbucks does that.
Oh, they
you get
do.
A free drink every whatever.
Marlboro Bucks.
I think Chipotle might do it, but I've never signed up over there. Someone's like, you must be getting a lot of free burritos. I'm like, I'm not getting any. I'm stupid.
Really?
Yeah.
I got to get the app.
I know. We got to get points. I hate apps.
Hate apps, hate points.
Well, I like mozzarella sticks.
We had the same joke.
What did you say?
You said I hate apps, and then you said I'm going to get mozzarella sticks. I said I prefer an entree.
Okay.
So similar joke, different punch.
All right. Well, anyways, so
Any farts? So
now I got the tickets for the thing because I'm like, it'll be easy to be in Delta One with the baby because you can lay down, and then there's an aisle on each side of us because you can walk up and down. And it's funny to ruin everyone else's time up there.
Sure.
But I spent about $12,000 here, and my guarantee is $350. I'm fucked.
No, I think you'll have some people come out. You need any money? Can I Venmo you?
Venmo me a big pile of cash if you don't mind.
Well, you know what's going to happen is the weekend will come and go. The baby will have a great time in Delta 2, 1, whatever it is, and it'll fart in the wind. 2 months later, you won't even think about it.
Oh, it's going to be the time of our lives. I can't wait. I mean, you got all the great L.A. people. John again, Henry Phillips, Andy Hendrickson. Those are my buddies anyways.
Hey, good group.
And Chris Walsh, of course.
Sure.
And then I got Derek Walsh and Erica
Feehan.
Walsh.
Fahim.
Fahim's out there and Fahim. Karen Fahim.
Yeah.
And you'll be out there. Bobby Kelly's out there. I think Soder's out there.
Oh, nice.
It's going to be a fucking humdinger.
Hell yeah. I can't wait. Sally?
Salacuse will be there. Yeah, he can't stay at my house.
No, you got to chip in. You got to get a big jar. Just put some bucks in there, like Starbucks.
Monas. I forgot about Monas. He'll be there.
Speaking of, you need some Luke Monet.
This is going to be something else. But, yeah, I'm in the hole on this trip.
All right. Well, hey, it's going to be a fun time. But I bought a leather jacket.
Yikes.
And I said, you know what? This doesn't fit right. I'm going to get it altered. The altering was more than the jacket.
Oh.
Have we talked about this?
No, I don't think so.
So I go back home to the wife. I go, we got to talk about this. Is this normal? Because I don't do clothing. And she's like, yeah, that happens all the time. And I'm like, but what kind of, it's out of whack. how can the fixing of something be more than the thing? It doesn't compute in my brain. It's like you bring your car in. They don't go, all right, that's going to be $45,000. You're like, well, the car was 40.
Right.
It doesn't, the rods and cones are screwed up.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, the only thing I can think maybe is like a surgery costs more than a birth, maybe.
Ooh, that's
But
a good analogy.
A birth is very expensive.
Is it?
I don't know. I didn't pay for the fucking thing, but I think it's expensive.
You might have a bill in the mail.
Oh, we got bills, baby. How about this, by the way? We moved from 1R to 2F, and my lovely wife didn't change the thing. And so we just got a bill. It's like, hey, this is your final pay. We're going to turn your electricity off. You haven't paid a bill since October.
Well, that's your fault for going from one retard to two. Sorry.
That was the original name of the show, by the way. But so we were like deadbeats. By the way, it is nice to know that if you don't pay your electric, you get 6 months.
Is that right?
We're 6 months in before they're like, this is your last warning. We're going to turn your electricity off, which I had it turned off in my old place.
Wow, that's funny because I've got my electricity turned off too, and that just shows how deadbeat we were.
I know, it's really bad. It was embarrassing. I lived like 3 nights with just no electricity, like an asshole. To me, at that age, it was like, that'll be fun.
That'll be fun. It'll be romantic. We'll light a candle. We'll read.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. The electricity. Oh, I had a thing. Gah! Shit in my ass. Either way, it's gone. It'll come back to me.
Your car analogy, if a car's repair costs more than the car, they total the car.
Aha.
Yeah.
Good point.
Total the pants.
Yeah.
Or the shoe.
Well, according to the wife, who's involved in clothing and fashion and lady parts and vaginas, she goes, that's completely normal. You should do it. And I go, that's a lot of money. It's like double the jacket price.
This is insane.
It's insane. But I asked around. I did some research, and it's comparable.
Because I bought a suit for $1,000, and the alteration was $100. Or less than that.
And you're happy with it?
Yeah.
Shit, where'd you go?
Bloomingdale's.
Oh, wow, that's high end.
But a suit, I think, is just, you zip it up.
I think leather is a thing.
Leather, you got to stretch it. It's
you
like
got
a
to
pussy.
open it up. It was a cow. Yeah, there's a lot going on with leather. It's hide.
It's a lot of Mooney.
Yeah, Mooney, Luke Mooney's.
Paul Mooney.
There you go. So
he's a
gay.
F.
Yeah. R.I.P. AID.
Hey, folks, this episode is brought to you by Raycon. Listen to your favorite music and podcast without breaking the bank for earbuds. Raycon has you covered with amazing audio quality at half the price of the other premium brands. They are amazing with tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. It's not just my opinion. They've got optimized gel tips so they'll stay in place when you're going for a run. I'm a big runner. I run. I listen to podcasts. I listen to music, and they never, ever come out. These things are badass, and they're so much more affordable and better than other competing brands. They sent me a pair. I'm hooked. I'm all in on Raycon. Absolutely. I will never go back to any other brand. They sent them to me, and I would pay top dollar, but you don't have to. Because they've got, well, this is just more about how great they are. They've got 3 sound profiles. You can totally customize your experience. And they even have awareness modes. So you can still keep tabs on what's going on around you while you enjoy your favorite tunes. Right now, go to raycon.com/Tuesdays today to get 20% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. That's right. You'll get 20% off and free shipping. Buy raycon.com/Tuesdays. Once again, that's buyraycon.com/Tuesdays.
What a deal. Hey, folks, Tuesday's Story is brought to you by Fitbod. Sometimes you need a little external motivation in the gym. Let Fitbod help you out. That Fitbod app creates completely personalized workouts that adapt as you improve. It's like having your own trainer in your pocket. It'll build a custom fitness plan that works for you, whether you have access to a full gym or you're just working with your own body weight. That's what I do. I work out at home, the prison style. I take it up the caboose, and I don't know where I'm at, where I'm doing, how my muscles are, what, the who, the how, the he. So I need this. This is huge. Fitbod even tracks your muscle recovery, and you can avoid burnout and keep improving. By giving your new exercises to try, Fitbod keeps you engaged. Track the progress with charts, weekly reports, and even sharing cards. Ooh, this is gold. Add Fitbod to your workout essentials. Join Fitbod today to get your personalized workout plan. Get 25% off your personal subscription or try the app for free at fitbod.me/Tuesdays. That's fitbod.me/Tuesdays. Get on it, folks. Support the show. All right. Well, either way, got the jacket. I said, all right, I'll suck it up. And I put the jacket on, and that thing fits like a condom on a boner. And I wore it at the Blue Ridge, and I had a great time.
A leather jacket.
I
on
wore
stage.
it. Check my Instagram. My latest video is me in an LJ, and I got a lot of comments.
Lady Journey. Wow.
I feel weird about it. Don't get me wrong.
Did you pace and drop the mic?
No, I did say the N-word a few times, and I humped the stool, but I gotta say, I had to test it at the Blue Ridge. I'm not going to the cellar in that thing.
No, I wouldn't think so.
No.
But now the cellar, you could get away with. There's nobody there to riff and buzz.
That's true. There's no Patrice O'Neal to zing you.
No, I mean, if Keith maybe.
Ah, look at him. He thinks he's a bad boy, or whatever the fuck he'd say.
Wow. So what if Jerry sees you, though? You know his stance on leather jacket on stage.
Well, I have disproven it. And so did Chris Rock and Eddie Murphy and the 1,000 other comedians.
Quinn had that great line, but Jerry might be upset with you. You better be careful.
Yeah, well, he's got an LJ. I think he just takes it off when he hits the stage.
Yeah, which is a very... I don't like the get on stage and take an item off.
You like it off before.
Yeah, I just think it's insane. Doesn't make
Right.
any sense to me.
Huh.
I mean, I guess if it's a really expensive jacket, you're afraid someone's going to take it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
When
true.
people walk on stage and take a piece of clothing off, I'm like, I don't get it.
Even a hat?
I guess if you're a celebrity, so you have a hat on
Yes.
to protect your anonymity, and then you take it off. I guess, but why not take it off right before you go on? I don't get it.
I guess you want to see it. You don't want to know where it is, maybe. You might lose a hat. But what I don't love, and this is going to get me in trouble, is the guy who goes something, 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 and the bald
Tips
is
the
the
cap?
punchline.
Oh,
So now you're using the hat to show you're bald, and that's the joke.
took off my hat and said, "Imagine that."
Yeah, maybe that was. I shouldn't say that because I know like 8 guys who do that.
Well, Gallagher had the great bit where the hair
Well,
was
that-
attached to the hat.
that's a bit.
That's good.
That's good. He was good.
And you better believe he was good.
I mean, he gave you the best comedy advice I've ever heard.
Bring a basketball on stage, dunk it during the punchline.
Now that is comedic.
I mean, I might have had a whole different career on my hands.
Oh, you'd be flying Delta One easy.
Absolutely.
Now here's what's the issue when you go, all right, I'm going Delta One. I'm willing to drop the coin. Unavailable. Like, what if it's rented? It's gone. You never seem to have that issue. That happens to me all the time.
Well, you book ahead, you book in advance. I mean,
Advance.
I've seen Delta One sold out, but I mean, for Delta One to sell out a month in advance, that's pretty rare.
Little jarring.
Anyways, so Delta One, it was available. I bought it. I'm freaking out.
All right.
Well, what can you do?
Well, they make the miles. They don't want you to use the miles. So they make that harder. So you really got it. It's like a diffusing a time bomb. You know, you got to like, what was that? Hold on. Click it over here. They really make it just a weird little click that's hard to catch.
Exactly, but what are you going to do? Now, what's nice is, though, you don't have to worry about the upgrade and pray for the upgrade, and you go, all right, we got the Delta Ones, fuck it, it's happened, let's go. We're doing it.
Kid's going to sleep like a fat kid after church.
Lord, I hope so.
Praise Allah.
Guess who I saw today? Take one guess. Big celebrity.
Well, I already heard, so I'll just throw out a curveball here.
that's right.
It's, Liam Neeson.
Nope.
John
Even
Boyd.
better. Even better.
Salman Rushdie.
His initials are, let the people at home guess. His initials
All right.
are the first 2 letters of the alphabet.
A.B.
Anthony Bourdain.
Hey.
There he was, just a dead carcass on the side of the road, and I kicked him and said, "You're not traveling so much anymore, depresso."
Woo! No reservations.
Alec Baldwin, a New York staple.
Fellow villager.
Yes, a village person.
Yes, YMCA. I saw him once on Charles Street, kid on the shoulders, and I went, you ever see a celebrity and you don't know what to do, and you're just like, oh my God, and I went, and he went,
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that was bad. Why did I wave to him?
You should have clotheslined him off the shoulders like Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, I thought about shooting him.
But it was exciting to see. But I got to say, he didn't look great.
He's got the white hair. He's bloated. He's red. He's Irish.
He was a little hunched and like knee bent. Like he was walking like this, real slow, like.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looked rough, and oh Jesus, I just fucking had that go up my ass.
Easy, big fella.
Yeah, he didn't look great, but it's so exciting when you see a celebrity.
Oh,
You just want to
great.
go. You have like 10 lines go through your head, and you just want to take a photo and a video and run up and pants them.
Of course.
And you know what I said?
Oh, you talked to him.
Oh, I said something, baby.
Ooh, lay it on me, fatty.
I think they're gonna like this. So he was on the phone, and then he hung up, put the phone in the pocket, and we just happened to. And I said, your episode of Comedians in Cars is one of the funniest things ever. I watch it 3 times a year. It brings me so much joy. And he said, oh, wow, thank you. He said, I don't get that one often.
Oh, that's
How
big.
about that?
That's big.
And then I did a little whoop and then kept on going.
Wow.
Pretty good.
Very good. That's a mouthful, and you got it all out clean.
Brought me a lot of joy, and I just went, kept on moving, never looked back. He probably wanted to hang out, knowing how sad he looked.
You should have gotten him on the ep.
And I wanted to say, we probably have mutual friends. My father's gay, Dan Soder. He worked with him one time.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah, I think on Billions or something else.
Wow. How do you like that?
Yeah.
Wasn't on the bonfire, huh?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, hey, that's pretty good. Nothing better than a good exchange and then keep it rolling.
Well, and you imagine so many people must be like, always be closing.
I know.
And he's like, oh, yeah, always be closing. That's
Yeah.
great.
Beetlejuice, 30 Rock.
Right, some sort of 30 Rock horse shit. But I went deep cut, and I think he liked it.
And you're not lying. You actually do like that episode.
I watch it all the time. You realize we have to tip Rebecca $1,000.
Crack him in the jaw. That's the second one.
Kicked him in the nuts and cracked. No, that's the first one.
That's the first one?
Oh, yeah. That's all the same episode. It's
Oh, wow.
magical. Oh, he's crazy. Also, Tenenbaum. I love his Royal Tenenbaums. He does the voiceover.
So good.
Fantastic. Hunt for Red October. And he's the original Tom Clancy or whatever.
Oh.
Or Jack Reacher. What's the guy's name?
No, Grisham.
No, Tom Clancy's the author, but who's the character?
Oh, yeah.
Patriot Games and
Yes,
isn't
yes.
it Jack something?
Harrison Ford, Jack.
And Matt Damon.
Handy. Jack
Clark.
Off. Jack Clamp.
Jack Edwards.
Jack.
Isn't it
Nicholson.
Jack? Or John?
I think it's Jack.
I think it is Jack. Jack Tunney.
No Tunny.
Fuck! Patriot Games, Hunt for Red October.
Jack.
The author is Tom Clancy.
Yeah.
Jack
Boy.
Ryan.
Jack Ryan.
Yes. Woo! He's the OG Jack Ryan.
Wow.
Which is tough because he's the only one that didn't make multiple movies.
That's true.
They were like, you're Jack Ryan. And then they're like, we're going to get a new Jack Ryan and make 9 movies with him.
Right. Boy, it's got to feel good to be Clancy. And people go, we love your book so much, we want to make another movie.
Yes.
And another one.
And as
and
soon as
another
you
one.
make that book, we're making it into a movie.
Wow. He really hit the jackpot. Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan pot.
There you go.
Bean pot.
Love a New York celebrity sighting.
I got something else that was.
Please.
Oh, Miller, you missed the big thing. You were one of my first texts. You were away for the big EQ.
Equity qualification?
Earthquake.
The EQ.
Earthquake. My
the comedian?
God, we had an earthquake. Were you here for the earthquake?
4.8. I thought Bobby Kelly showed up.
Whoop, 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 boo.
He's fat.
Well, he used to be.
That's true. Chubby.
Yeah, thick. But yeah, that earthquake was really something. And you know what they say? They always say the people that are nervous, people with anxiety and what they're the best in a big crisis.
Aha.
And that's true because old Daddy down long legs, me, I was sitting there,
Me too.
feet up with the baby in
Oh,
the
wow.
thing. He's sleeping. And, I'm watching The Lost Boys with the sleepy baby. And then within 1 second, I was like, whoop, earthquake, got up, went over to the door frame. I know. Door frame, right?
That's the old move.
Getting the big door frame, and Sarah was in the bathroom doing makeup, and she's like, points her head out. She goes, What is that? I was already in the frame. I should have said something looking back.
Well, you protected the child.
She goes,
door frame Roger Rabbit.
and I even hunched over him like this, and she said, "What is that?" And I was like, "It's an earthquake. Get in the doorway." And she was like, "Whoa!"
Wow.
Hopped in the doorway thing, and it went off for, I don't know, 15 seconds. It was substantial.
That's long.
It was a serious earthquake.
Now, how shaky are we? Are we talking Michael J. Fox tits? So how much are we talking here? Did something fall off the shelf? Did the pictures rattle?
No shell, but rattles for sure.
Wow.
The rattles were rattling. I mean, it was a pretty good, I would say like this.
Whoa.
Like a massage chair.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it was May home?
You know, I don't. Yes, she was.
Oh, Jesus.
She didn't care for it. She's very unperturbed. She's like, there was an earthquake. I was like, holy shit, how was it? She goes, no big deal.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, we're on the show here.
I get it, but it's never happened to us.
But I texted my parents. Well, we had one a few years ago.
We did.
10 years ago, but it was much briefer.
Oh, yeah.
That was like a shorty.
I was here for that. That one sucked.
That was just kind of like 2 seconds. But I was texting with my mother because we were meeting up for this vacation, and I was like, we just had an earthquake. Everyone's good. And she was like, what?
Oh,
Earthquake?
Wow.
And I'm like, yeah, it already passed.
Yeah, it's over.
But I felt good because Sarah was like, I thought it was a truck. But right away, I was like, that there's an earthquake because the whole house was shaking. And
this kid's living. Delta 1, earthquakes. He's having a cool life.
I know. We lived on a farm. He's been to 10 states already.
10 states?
5
It's
months
like a
old.
runaway.
5. How about that? 2 states a month for his life.
Wait a minute. Hold on. New York, Massachusetts, Vermont, Connecticut,
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island for the drive. Mm-hmm. That's 5.
Then you got Pennsylvania
Oh.
because he's been to Philly, Delaware, Virginia, flew out to Washington,
Oh.
and then we also went up to New Hampshire.
Wow. This kid's like your sex traffic.
And we're going to California, and we're going to Vermont this weekend, and California in 2 weeks.
Jeez. And he has no idea.
That's pretty good.
No concept.
And Sarah's got a brother. He's like, I've been to 7 states.
Damn. This kid is worldly. He's traveled.
He's all over the place.
He's lived. And he has no idea.
It's pretty good.
He's going to have a wacky accent.
Yeah, maybe.
He's got a whole beantown coming out of your ass. She's South African, plus British and gay.
And Texas.
And Texas. Jesus Christ. This kid's going to be like, hello, cheerio, mate, you fucking homo, bitch. Get out of the way. Park the car.
Plus, I'm always doing characters. I'm always like, shit. Look at that
Yes.
diaper. You can diapers filled with shit.
He's going to have a black scent. This kid's going to be talking ebonics.
But, yeah, so we had the earthquake, and we were heading out to the gig in Baltimore, and we we're going on vacation back to Sperryville, Virginia, where I went last year.
I see.
And what a beautiful hidden gem it is down there in the foothills of the Shenandoah National Park, the Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
That's lunch.
Boy, it was something else, and it was perfectly routed because I went last year my birthday, so I'm like, we should go again. Then Umar hooked me up with this teacher gig, which was on the Friday. It's in Baltimore, so that's a long drive, by the way, with the baby.
Yeah.
4.5 hours plus the traffic. It's just brutal getting out of the city, getting into that city. Horrendous.
All right. Now, is the kid crying? Is there a John Crier?
He'll cry a little, he'll whine a little bit, and then you
Okay.
feed him. You got to get him out, stretch him out, all that stuff.
I see.
We go do the gig, fun gig, whatever. Hang out in the hotel in Baltimore. His first hotel, which was fun.
Hey!
He's rolling around the bed and everything. That was exciting. Then we get up early. Now, like you, only a 2-hour ride to Sperryville.
Now we're talking.
And I got my parents to come down. I bought this nice farmhouse in the middle of 150 acres.
Wow.
Sprawling farm. Goats, dog, cats, ducks,
okay.
quail, fowl, or
all
whatever the
right.
fuck it's called. And some horses, some
There
mules.
we go. Now we're getting 40 acres and a mule.
Which was embarrassing, by the way, because the farmhand guy, I'm like, look at these horses. He's like, that's a mule. And I'm like, oh, there's another mule. He's like, that's a horse.
Well, it's all trans.
And they said there's pregnant goats. So I point to these white pregnant goats. I was like, are these the pregnant goats? And like, the guy literally was like this. Is that a joke?
Oh.
And I was like,
sheep?
no. And he's like, those are cows.
Oh,
And I was
man.
like, wow, but I thought a pregnant goat looked like a cow. What the fuck do I know?
It's bloated.
So he's like, no, that's a cow. Those are the goats. Those are goats. And I was like, I thought those were sheep.
Well, we got to reverse the script and take him to the city. He's like, was that a Mexican? That's a Puerto Rican.
Exactly.
You know, you got to flip it on him.
Exactly. And but they're very friendly people. Danita and Patrick, they were farm sitting. And then there was a guy named Muhan,
Okay.
which sounds Muslim, but he was Spanish.
Wuhan.
Muhan.
Oh, Muhan.
I think.
He was
I don't-
a part cow.
I'm not sure. Something like that. Muhan, a Human.
The Muhan dynasty.
Human race. I don't know. But
Umar Khan.
I made the mistake of doing this too. He's Spanish and he didn't speak English well. So then I was like, sí, hasta luego, gracias. And he's like, Spanish.
Aha.
Great. So then he's speaking Spanish to me and I'm like, trying to make what? I'm like, azul y verde. And he's like, what?
Blue and green?
Yeah, I was pointing at the sky and the grass. And he's
Oh,
like,
all right.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and you go, no cow, no cheap cow.
Vaca.
Oh, vaca.
So, I threw a few things out there. But boy, what a fucking place this is. I mean, I want to move to the country. Virginia's my new place. Final answer. Hour out of Charlottesville, hour and a half out of D.C., and just
Oh, that's living.
the phone never stopped ringing. All right, come on, folks.
I got to get you a see and say that. They pull the string, the cow goes moo. Just so you know your animals.
I'm figuring out the animals. We fed the goats, you give them peanuts and everything, but boy, it was really just wonderful. And then
You
at
need
night,
it.
you could hike at night and the stars come out. And you're right in the park there. And I had a barbecue sandwich to die for. We went to a brunch it was a bluegrass brunch. And it was just tremendous, and I felt refreshed, and I wasn't looking at social media
Yes.
or thinking about anything. And
Azul grass.
I'm smoking a fucking cigar by an outdoor fireplace.
Here, here.
Woo!
It is
God.
living, and you're right. The blood pressure drops, the anxiety drops, and you're like, oh, this is how you're supposed to live.
Yeah, it's my first proper vacation since having the baby, which
Oh,
was
wow.
nice. And you really are. You're like, we're driving back, and you're on like traffic on FDR.
Ugh.
I mean, bumper to bumper, everyone's honking, looking for a parking spot, and I'm like, I did this.
Yes.
Did it. Came to New York,
You
lived
beat
in
it.
New York, the cellar, the stand, the TV, the Tonight Show.
Sure.
But my God, I'm sick of diversity. Jesus. And people in general. That's what's great. And I've always been a big ocean guy.
You like the beach.
The ocean heals. But not just the beach, but like Maine, where it's like a rocky shore, and Ireland. And I love the ocean. It's healing. I love to get in that salt water. But I never realized how healing the farm is. What's great about that is
Huge.
the isolation is spectacular. The ocean is crowded and expensive.
Right.
The farm is not as expensive, and you can be isolated out there. You can be quiet. You can scream the N-word the way we like to do, and all that
yes,
stuff.
at the moon.
And it's just there's no one around anywhere. Like the beach is, you got to find parking.
Yep.
All that, but this was rolling hills, that green, the contrast of the green and the blue, and the birds never stop. Every bird.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's beautiful, and the animals are all alive, and you're alive, and you know what the kids say now? Touch grass.
oh, you got to get on that grass.
Have you heard about this? The touch grass means like you got to go connect with nature. You're all
Absolutely.
over your screen.
Well, my baby had literally never touched grass. He's never been on the grass. It's also, he was born in late October, so it's
Sure.
all winter.
Sure.
But I put him right in the grass and just rolled around. There was bees on his face. It was great.
Oh, I love it. It's like the poor African kid with the flies.
That's what it felt like, literally.
Yes, yes. Well, when not to turn into old man queef over here, but like every pair of pants I had as a kid was stained with grass. Grass stained knees, Kaepernick, BJ, you name it, all grass, all cut up knees. I don't touch grass at all anymore.
You got to get the grass. That's why I want to move so badly. So now I got it all figured out. Moving to Montclair, New Jersey, with the side piece house down Virginia.
Oh,
All
you're doing
settled.
A triple threat here. You got the condo in New York, the Montclair home, and the side piece triple.
Well, it's an office in New York. There's no kitchen or anything.
Oh,
It's
you
just
do a New York office.
Well, the one in my basement there.
You keeping that?
I think he only charges me a couple $100. Low key, it's not exactly street legal, if you know what I mean.
I hear. Well, it's better than a Delta One.
But we'll see. I don't know what's going to happen with my life, but my God, a farm.
Yes. But the boredom, Jerry. I guess you could milk a cow and fuck a goat.
Well, you hike. I hike. You read. You play cards. You have visitors. You smoke cigars.
What are we, Amish?
But it's a getaway.
Yeah, it's a getaway.
You got to get away.
Gotta get
Plus, I
away
could see
now.
Chris Allen. Although if I brought him up there, they'd fucking shoot him.
Oh yeah.
I ain't never seen nothing like that up
It's
there.
a different kind of livestock.
But boy, it was refresh the batteries.
You got to do it.
It was spectacular, and I'm going back. That's all there is to it.
How'd you find this place? First of all,
Just Google Maps. I like to go off the beaten asshole, and I did it last year, and it's just it's a good getaway, and it's before peak season, so everything's
Yes.
cheaper. It's even quieter.
well, I try to get those little moments, those little recharge moments on the road. You know, I'm in Chattanooga, like. You're kind of like forcing yourself to relax.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I'm not in New York. I'm not in a big city. Let's look up at the stars. We have a drink and sit on this weird swingy chair.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the thing is just, like I said, the city. It's just I did the damn thing.
Yeah, we beat the video game on the most difficult level, and now you're just sitting in it.
I think we talked about this last episode too. The problem with an apartment is, I think I said it. Like my wife's doing the dishes, I literally can't hear the television because it's the same fucking room.
It's the same room. It's a nightmare. I'm the same way with the lady. She'll flush the toilet, and I'm getting sprayed with water.
You got to pause because you're like, let me let the toilet bowl run.
Yeah, toilet bowl run. Horrible race.
But no, that was awesome. And we also missed you at the birthday party. We had a big birthday bash, and you would have loved it. This was your kind of hang.
Get out of here.
I'm telling you, we sat in a circle. It was Katie Hannigan and Siobhan and Matt Wayne and Karen Fian and Isabel Hagen, me, Ronan, his girlfriend, Sarah, and we just... This guy sucks. That woman blows. He's gay.
Love
She's
it.
a lesbian. That's
Love
a
a
hack.
shit fest.
And it just was a million laughs. The girls were farting. The boys were farting.
Farts.
Oh, it was great. And everybody had a good... Oh, Dayton Bissett was there.
Oh, yeah, he's cute.
Well, he's a quiet kid. And then we were there for 3.5 hours. And he said... yeah, I think I've done that club. And then Fian just goes, whoa, Dayton for the first time. And you can tell he was like, oh, shit. And he just got quiet. And everybody was on, but like in a good way.
Yes,
Good
yes.
on.
Love a good on you.
And it was a perfect, nobody hogging.
Yes.
It was like this story. And it was a group that's like, you're telling the story, you go whole story.
Sure.
Ha, 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 ha. That reminds me. And you were missed.
Oh, well, that is a beautiful thing. You know what's good? You have a good filter for hoggers. You will wash out a hog quick.
I hate a hog, and I've been in some beefs with hogs, and
Some pork.
I don't care for the hogs.
Yeah. Hog, wild hogs, high on the hog.
You see that film, Wild Hogs?
I did on a flight.
That's embarrassing.
Loved every minute of it.
Really hoping you'd say no.
That Tim Allen can really carry a film. No, I'm just kidding.
Who else is it? It's Travolta, Allen, and
Cage?
Gotta be a black. Oh, is it Nick Cage?
No, I pulled that out of my ass.
It might be Cage.
I don't know. Stallone?
Aykroyd?
No.
I
Aykroyd's
remember
been in the
that.
film since
Pull it up.
91.
Really?
Maybe it's Aykroyd.
If it's Aykroyd, I'm leaving.
He's just a big motorcycle guy. I don't know.
You saw it. Who?
I didn't see it. I was
Tim
joking. I
Allen.
wouldn't watch that horse shit.
I know Travolta's in there.
Travolta, Tim Allen, and Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh, it might be a Willis.
That was before the aphasia.
The two people you're missing are fucking crazy.
Two people.
One's black.
One's black.
Is it Wahlberg?
It's gotta be a black.
Oh.
Do you want to do guesses?
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Let me see. The black has got to be.
Is Ernie? Is it Ving Rhames?
Oh,
Ernie Hudson?
No.
wait. Maybe it is. Hold on. Don't
Lawrence
say it.
Fish?
Lawrence Fishburne. That's what I was gonna say.
We know him. We've heard of the black.
Oh, yeah. You've heard
Oh,
both
I
these-
know who it is. I know who it is. Cedric the Entertainer.
No.
That's not a bad guess.
I thought. I really thought I had
Is
it.
it Bernie Mac? Is it a different king?
It's not Eddie
comedy?
Murphy. Is it Earthquake? Lavelle Crawford?
Think littler.
4.8.
Oh,
Not Kevin Hart.
No.
Not that little.
Not that little. But
Oh,
littler.
I know who it is.
Ice
I know who it is. I know who it is. I actually know who it is. It's the midget from Me, Myself, and Irene. You know that guy? Little person.
He's funny.
The little person.
He's in Bad Santa.
When I Free Willy.
That's a tiny, tiny black.
Crazy.
Not Webster.
Gary Coleman.
Fuck. Hold on. Little
Jaleel White.
black guy.
Skinny little.
Skinny black. Oh, Spike Lee.
Likes to lose weight.
I think he's an actor. Like to lose. Al Roker?
You know, huge story about him like passing out from losing weight like a long time ago.
Oh, I don't know that story.
D.L.
Spud Webb.
Hughley.
I'll tell you if you want me to tell you.
Hold on. Give me 2 more minutes here. Or give me
fuck.
One more,
I can't
one
even,
more
like-
white guy.
I can't even
Oh, there's
picture it.
4 of them.
Is it Nick Cage? No. It's not Nick Cage.
Give me 20 minutes here. Hold
Okay.
on. Let's see. Skinny black and another honky.
It's got to be like a tough white guy, like an actual biker guy.
That's why I said Mark Wahlberg.
No,
but he's not
too
old
young.
enough.
It's old people.
The Rock. Oh, he's not skinny.
No, not
Fuck.
The Rock.
Who's a skinny that
The
we
white
all
guy-
know?
The white guy is fucking crazy. I can't believe it's who it is.
Really?
Yeah, it's not anyone near what you guys have guessed.
Not
Henry.
Will,
Is it the Fonz?
Will Ferrell? Shit. There's some queef in Idaho going, that's my favorite movie. Come on.
No one that watches this show's favorite movie is Wild Hogs. I cannot.
Well, Tim
Bye.
Allen and Travolta's already a wacky. Those two have never done anything together, I don't think.
Okay,
And then you got
let's
a
get down
skinny-
to it here.
Black guy.
It's not Chevy Chase.
Give us a hint on the whitey. Is he old, young,
Yeah.
fat,
It's got to
ugly?
be old 'cause I think that's the premise.
He's like an incredible actor who's older.
Oh,
John Voight.
Christopher Walken.
That's
No.
a good guess.
That's a good guess. Though.
It's somebody like that though.
Neeson?
no.
Pacino.
No.
What's the guy? Anthony Hopkins.
Oh,
He said incredible
everyone
actor.
you say, I'm like, I think that's it.
I say with you. I thought it was Cedric.
Um,
I thought it was Walken.
I legitimately am like perfectly. This is like Mandela effect. I'm picturing Cedric the Entertainer.
He fits in that.
Yeah, he
horseshit.
really does.
The white guy is in one of Joe's absolute favorite movies.
John Goodman.
Arsenio Hall. Favorite movie.
White guy is in one of his favorite
Oh,
movies.
white guy is. Is it
Not Joe
Malkovich?
Pesci.
No. Neither of
Not
them.
Joe Pesci.
Ray Liotta.
Oh,
De
everyone
Niro?
you say, I'm like, that's it.
Ray Liotta could be it.
It's not Liotta.
It's not De Niro.
Not Italian.
We've done every good fella.
Not Italian-y.
All right.
It's not John Goodman. Not Buscemi.
No.
Ooh, not
Chevy's
bad.
close.
But Chevy's close. He's ugly.
Oh, I know who it is. I know who it is. William H. Macy.
You're damn right.
Wow. Yes. William H. Macy.
Great actor,
Wow.
Fargo. I see what you did there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
William H. Macy. Let's
I would have
get the
never
black.
guessed William H. Macy in 600
That's why
years.
I said close to Buscemi because they're both in Fargo.
Got it.
Let
And
me
ugly.
think here. Yeah, now I can kind of picture him. The black, I have no clue.
No, you got to give us another hint on the Afro-Americana.
This is what I will guarantee about this African American.
Mm-hmm.
He was their 11th choice.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see him.
They
in this
wanted
movie.
Eddie Murphy.
Really?
They wanted Cedric the Entertainer.
they wanted The Rock. They wanted Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
You've guessed a lot of like comedians and actors separately. He's a comedian.
Oh, that's big. Cat Williams.
No, he's not Cat Williams, but that's the right.
Keenan
right
Ivory
area.
Wayans.
I'm in the right area. It's not D.L. Hugh.
Nope.
Oh, Chris Tucker.
No, right. That's the right path.
Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence. Yeah. I don't know the weight loss story.
The weight loss star, he like wore like tons of super baggy sweatpants and sweatshirts to like lose weight for a role and like suck weight like high school wrestlers do. And he ran and he fucking like passed out and he had to be rushed to the emergency room.
I knew he ran down the highway with a gun.
Martin Lawrence, William H. Macy. Is there a sequel to that movie?
I guarantee that movie made a bajillion dollars.
It probably did. I mean, middle-aged men, or we're middle-aged men.
Middle America.
Older men, too. Elderly people were probably.
Yes.
Because there was also a movie called Wise Guys or Roundabout Guys that was like similar. It was Christopher Walken, maybe Pacino, Morgan Freeman. That was similar. Knockaround Guys, or
Oh, I know what you're talking about, where they're old.
they're old. Like they used to be in
Yes.
the mob or something.
Last Vegas?
Yeah, that was
Yes.
similar. Is that what I'm thinking of?
Similar.
Yeah, it did really well in the box office. There was a sequel planned, but it got canceled. Disney announced a sequel, Wild Hogs 2: Bachelor Ride, would be released in 2010, but in 2009, plans got canceled.
Wow.
How about
Wait, that
that?
came out before 2009?
Yeah.
Jeez.
2007.
What?
Wow, I thought it was like 2018.
17
I
years
literally
old.
thought it was like 2016. Dude, my fucking mind is mush.
Oh, guess what? Later in the cast, Marissa Tomei.
Oh.
Ray Liotta is like a very, very side character with like very few lines, I guess.
I bet he's like a villain or something.
Yeah.
I think he's a cop.
Wow. Peter Fonda. Wow.
Peter Fonda.
Very weird.
This is a who's who of who the fuck knew.
I'm sure that was like an homage scene. He came in, with
Fuck
the American
Marissa.
flag helmet. And,
Right. He's the old. What's that?
Easy Rider.
Easy Rider.
Yeah, which is one of the worst films ever.
Woo! Worse than Wild Hogs.
It might be.
Damn.
Easy Rider stinks.
All right. Well, boy, this pod's got a lot of range, folks. We went from
Absolutely.
goats and cows to wild hogs.
Got a lot of free range.
The Hells
Chickens.
Angels sued Disney because of this movie, which is crazy.
Did they win?
No, it said it was voluntary dismissal, meaning I think that they withdrew the suit.
I love the
eventually.
idea of a Hells Angels lawyer. I'm the lawyer for the Hells Angels. I'm in a leather jacket, and I've cut 3 people for disagreeing with me. Woo! Hells Angel lawyer. That's an SNL sketch right there.
Sonny Bardstein.
Yeah, I've just done my crank, and I'm ready to lawyer.
But anyways, I don't know how we got off on Wild Hogs, but
I
yeah.
don't know either, but I loved every minute of it.
Great hang, great fun, earthquake. I mean, what a wild week.
Wild week. Weird. What? Now, is that climate change, or is that just the Earth being gay?
I think it's just fault lines, but I listened to a whole thing like New York's. This fault line is not as crazy as that fault line, and we get jiggles and they get jolts or something different. I don't know.
Bad radio team, jiggles and jolts. But, New York can only last because we're on a slate of bedrock. That's why the skyscrapers don't fall. It's a lot of weight on this island.
Yeah.
But the bedrock is saving us. That's
okay.
a fun fact I read on a bathroom wall.
Well, either way, that was fun. Alec Baldwin, I'm living on a farm. There was an earthquake, birthday, the whole thing.
Delta One, you got a lot going on. How about this? I did a Jew gig last night.
Whoa.
Yeah.
A jig.
Hey. I did a jig for the Jew, and Gotham sold out clean.
Oh, wow.
Now, you don't realize how offensive your material is till you go up against some clean comics. It's like Corey Kahaney and Mike Vecchione and the other guy.
I just had this with the teacher gig. They said do 20 to 30. I did 20 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow.
And it was a lot of like halfway through a joke, you're like, I guess I'll end it there.
Yes, that ends in a queef. I had a whole thing on squirting. I was like, I got this bit about my wife, and it ends in squirting. And you're like, squirting's not clean.
No.
Jerk off this, jerk off that, jizz this. I mean, it's filthy. I'm filthy.
I know. And then also I was finding that jokes, even that are clean, but the whole joke is like, I'm being misogynist.
Yeah, right.
That's no good because they're also like good people.
Yeah, they want good-natured humor.
Exactly. So you're like, even though this is clean, I'm like, labor's bullshit. It was harder for me. They're like, and I'm like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I opened up by going, all right, I'm going to be clean. I go, hey, Jew gig. And they didn't like that.
I wouldn't imagine.
And then I went, thanks for tunneling. They hated that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm already in a tunnel hole, and I came out with the PayPal joke, but that's anti-Semitic.
Of course.
So I'm shit out of luck here. My yarmulke fell off. They were on to me.
Well, they're very perceptive folks.
Sure. Well, you know what else is crazy? They made me share the flyer. I got about 9 DMs going, I didn't know you were one of these guys. I'm unfollowing. You're pro-Israel or whatever. And I'm like, I'm doing a gig. I'll do a Hamas gig. You got a Hamas gig? I'm in.
Well, what was the fundraiser for?
Israel.
But like, just Israel, the country?
I think something or other. Banks, the weather, whatever they were into. I don't know, but it was for Israel.
Okay. Well, what are you going to do, I guess?
It had a Jew star on the flyer.
Oh, Jesus.
What do you call it? Star of David.
There we go.
Sorry, Star of David.
David Cross.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't that funny? Star of David Cross. Because there's the star and the cross.
There you go.
And the other stuff.
Well, Jesus was a Jew.
Absolutely. And a carpenter.
That's
How about
right.
that? You don't meet a lot of Jewish carpenters in the modern world.
You got that right. Somebody had a funny tweet. They said, I like the guy who's just he's like, hey, honey, our carpenter was killed. That's a good point. Somebody's just a carpenter.
That's very funny.
That's very funny. It went viral. That crazy kid, whoever tweeted that.
That's pretty good. All right, we got to wrap this fucking
Oh,
thing
is that
up.
right? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you going to be there, Sloppy Jalopy?
I'm going to be with you tonight. Well, it's well past, but are you excited about this gig? This is old school. All the comics in the car.
I'm excited about the car ride. I'm excited about eating. I like Ranazizi. He's a good egg. And it's kind of nice to get out and, I'm at the stand, the cellar, New York. So it's kind of fun to, mix it up. And I haven't been to Governor's since Nick DiPaolo with you.
Wow.
And then, what is that, 1908? When was that? That was before Wild Hogs.
A long time ago, and it's been a long time for me also. I didn't realize there's 2 shows. So I left my house at 8:45 this morning to do the regs. I'm coming home at midnight.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time. You're a neglectful. You have abandoned your child.
I've abandoned my boy. No, that's a film. But also, I'm like, how do we get home? Ari's driving. He's going to drop me in Queens? Because Queens is close to Governor's-ish.
Yeah.
I'm like, do I have to drive back to the Lower East Side? We'll figure it out.
He will. I'm on the west, so I'll just hop out early and he can go to the east.
I know, but I'm like, no, you're on the west. We're going to be coming from the east. Long Island's in the east.
I'll get out on the east and walk to the west.
Ah, jeez. But anyways,
I got my compass.
I got all kinds of stuff. Buffalo, April 25th through the 27th. That's Helium, May 2nd. Regent Theater in Los Angeles, of course. And I had to move Indianapolis, unfortunately. I'll be in St. Louis in May. June, I have Salt Lake City, Atlanta. I got Key West in June. And a bunch of stuff. July 1st, Portland, Maine. That's just about sold out already. Low ticket warning. So get on that.
Love Portland,
stat.
Maine.
Me too. And bunch of stuff. I got a new hot sketch on my YouTube. I'm putting tons of stuff on my YouTube, so get on that.
Yes.
And go to Punch Up Live, do the email thing, join the email list. You don't fucking go, oh, when are you coming to my town?
We're both on there. Punch Up Live.
Absolutely.
/ our names.
That's the future.
Oh yeah. Your YouTube is popping. You show up in my feed, my thread, my dick. I'm in Minneapolis. Minneapolis, Minnesota. Friday, we added a show. Let's try to sell that second one out. That's at the State Theater. Then I'm driving to Madison, Wisconsin for the Overture Center. Added a show there. Love Madison. I'm going to walk to the fucking lake. I'm going to walk by the frat houses like a creep and just soak up that Madison air. I love that goddamn city. Then I'm in Bloomington, Indiana. Yeah, Evansville, whatever that is. And then we're at the L.A. show, bullshit. Then Vancouver and Victoria, BC. I've never been to Victoria. It's an island off of
I heard it's spectacular.
Canada. That's what I hear, too. I can't believe there's a comedy theater over there. There's enough people for a theater. Royal Oak, Michigan, and Fort Wayne, Indiana. Then we're going to Florida, marknormancomedy.com, or get me on Punch Up. Get a bottle of Bodega Cat. Get on the Patreon. We're about to do a little Q&A right now, and things are cooking. Hottest Patreon in the city. I owe you money. What do you got?
Oh, yeah.
CPAP machine.
CT.
Woo! Check out my podcast, Fun Bearable, with comedian Ray Harrington and Brad Rohr. We're having a lot of fun over there. Funbearablepod.com. I don't know. We're recording ahead because Ray's going to Ireland and England for a while.
Oh, Ireland.
So I'm not sure what's airing right now, but check it out, funbearablepod.com.
Yeah! Thank you, folks. We'll see you all in hell. Queef it up. Praise Allah.
Themselves.